Right then, let me just turn this down. Yeah, that should be fine. Right, where's my face? Hello. Boom. Right. I feel like it's pretty self-explanatory what the fuck is on screen. Yeah, I'm talking. Good shit. So yeah, same as we've done before. Everyone versus one single dude. Now, Higuruma's unique, not like a unique case, but an intriguing case. For the most part, we'll be talking about his strongest version. You know, the last version we saw. So he gets RCT, domain, and he's like, you know, on the battlefield against Sukuna. And he's like, you know, impressing Sukuna. And he learns RCT immediately. Like, he's a big deal, right? So that Higuruma Hiromi versus everyone else, right? Now, the thing is, if the case arises, right, where maybe Culling Games loses and, you know, Shinjuku Showdown wins, I'll go into that. But for the most part, just assume we're talking about, like, full power, big boy, you know, big dog fucking Higuruma, right? Right then. So, I think I'll just turn down the music slightly, you know, just slightly. It's still a bit loud for me. But anyway, here we go. Also, I've got Premiere open and I'm editing another video, but now that's whatever. Right then. What about Nanami? He's so lawful good. I don't really ever see him being evil. See, that's the thing. Personally, okay, let's just get Nanami out of the way fast. There's Nanami. So, I could see a fair argument for people saying, okay, Culling Games loses, but Shinjuku Showdown wins. I say that just because he'll have upped defense, as Sukuna states. He's not scaling to Sukuna, but, like, you know, Sukuna's dodging him because of his, like, one-hit hack sword. Yes, you can say his domain expansion is, like, ineffective against Nanami because, you know, he doesn't break the law. The most you could say for him is, like, I don't even know, like, he was scamming people, but it was still legal. You know, Nanami's previous job. Like, present Higuruma has RCT. He just learns it immediately. He's, like, mega genius. What was the fucking line? To, like, potential rival Satoru Gojo, whatever the fuck the line was. Like, he's a big deal. And that to, like, Nanami, yes, Nanami has ratio, fucking Black Flash, overtime, doesn't really matter, to be honest, because he just gets power cliffed to shit. Like, he gets power cliffed. So you could say Fest Hiromi, you know, he loses because that Hiromi's feats, physical feats, are kind of dog shit. Now, he won't be scamming people. He literally told the new guy, we aren't here to bleed anyone, give a good deal. Yeah, but, like, it's still, I don't know. Either way, it's still legal, so you can say Nanami, you know, doesn't break any laws, he's fine. So I guess the domain activates and it's just kind of null. But Shinjuku just wins, yeah. I say that, you know, that previous Higuruma loses because you see him fighting against a no cursed energy Yuji just post Shibuya, and that Yuji without cursed energy is dicking down Higuruma, who just needs to land like a Charles Bernard tier, like a little cheek slash, and it would insta kill Yuji, but he can't hit him. Yes, he's like getting mixed up feelings at the end, but he's still trying to attack him and shit, and he is getting dog washed, right? He is losing. Like, and, you know, like, his, like, physical feats, like, his actual attack potency, but if he doesn't have domain at that point, he is just fucked. And he doesn't have it against Nanami, so ergo, that Higuruma loses, that Higuruma dicks him down. But yeah, there's, like, plenty on here where it's like, ooh, their defense would be a problem, but because of, you know, Executioner Sword, he just kind of negates that. So who should we go for next? Who should we go for? Who do you think's got some funny crimes? Who do you think's got some, like, fucked up skeletons in the closet we can discuss? I imagine with Cursed Spirits, it's still, you know, the same. Juzo gets swept away, he's evil plus not too strong. Oh, he gets, like, you don't even need fucking Shinjuku to beat Juzo. Like, you don't even need, like, RCT Mega Big Dick Genius to beat Juzo, bro. Gakuganji was fighting Juzo. Juzo's crime of skinning people and turning them into wallets and swords and shit, death penalty, because that's not just murder, that's, like, you know, like desecration of a corpse, that's disturbing the peace because of like the barrier and shit he was a part of, being part of an organized terrorist group. Like, he has a lot. That's death sentence immediately. Even if you take away like the fucking, just the straight up murder. Like, there's so much shit he's done. Death sentence, right? You could say the same about a lot of characters, like Paper Bad Guy. Paper Bad Guy, he's trying to kidnap a minor, probably murder some people, probably gets death sentence. What about Miwa? Could they get her on unlawful possession of a sword? Or it depends. Either way, it doesn't matter, because I'd argue like that Miwa, like, while I say Hiromi, like, I keep saying Hiromi because it says on the screen, while like Higuruma was fighting Yuji without cursed energy, so you could say that's basically like Maki, right? Like, she's cooked either way. Even if you don't give this Higuruma domain and Miwa's like Nanami, no fucking law is broken, she still gets fucking like dicked down insanely, like insanely so. Oh fuck! I tried to send a promo to the fucking stream and I put like a link to the fucking pop-up chat. God damn it! I'm a fucking idiot. Simple domain merchant. Oh, she activates simple domain inside his domain. Does that do anything? Fucking no, because he can still just big hammer. Like, it doesn't fucking matter, you know. Whatever. Okay, there we go. So Miwa gets washed. Like, we need to get some of the fodder out of the way first of all, right? So who else is there? She's carrying around a gun. First of all. Oh wait, does that you say Toge? Let me pull that shit up. Boom. So you want to talk about Toge? We'll go Toge after this, but like, first of all, carries around a gun, makes her own ammunition. I feel like that's multiple laws. She carries around a sniper rifle too, so it's not just like, you know, she's breaking a lot of laws. Just saying. She tries to shoot Mai, so that's, you know, attempted murder, right? She tries to shoot Kenjaku, attempted murder again. Like, would he be able to defend himself in court? Higuruma, no. If it was like a mirror match and one Higuruma used it against another, he'd still be accounted to like Higuruma still be held accountable, because during the Culling Games he murdered like a good few handful of people, so Higuruma would still be fucked. Who else we got? So Toge, what the fuck has like crimes has Toge committed? Theft. He stole cough medicine in JJK0, but that's like not death sentence worthy. That's like confiscation. Like, people forget about that part as well, since like they made such a huge deal out of like, you know, like this sort of extermination. But you can just like lose your cursed energy for just like a minor crime. And if Toge loses cursed energy, that'd be kind of cool, because he would just talk normally, which is very intriguing to think about. Like, say for example, confiscation happens with Higuruma. Toge's cursed energy, and therefore his cursed technique, can't be activated, so he could just talk normally like a fucking human being. But you could say destruction of property, like the big massive fuck off hole in JJK0. You've got that. You could say that for a lot of characters, just like as like a fucking like a bullshit way, because like, you know, characters fighting and stuff in the background getting destroyed, that is destruction of property. That's like a minor crime. That's like a misdemeanor, you know. On Toge's like end, you've got him just creating a fucking black hole in like Jujutsu text, like fucking like open area. So, you know, you could he obviously gets washed, right? He doesn't have anything anti-domain, no RCT, no nothing. His like physical feats are dogs. Like, he just get washed without domain as well. But it's funny to imagine, you know, what happens with domain, and with domain he gets just destroyed. Let's get some, obviously, you know, all like the big Sukunas. Like, obviously, like, I don't think many people would say, oh, Sukuna wins if they manage to confiscate his curse technique or his curse energy or whatever. Like, I don't think many people actually think that. I guess it was part of the plan, but it wasn't like, it was, like, I don't think confiscation alone and the execution sword, whatever the fuck it's called, would just, like, be able to, I don't know. It will just get a couple of easy ones out of the way. Ino. What crimes has Ino committed? What the fuck has he done? In Japan, are you allowed to go around wearing a mascot everywhere? I feel like that's like, it's a very strict, you know, country for its laws. I imagine there's a law saying you can't go around just wearing a balaclava. I imagine so. I mean, since I'd say Higuruma's physical feats on top of everything are just higher than Ino's, you know, without domain, like RCT, you know, he's like physical feats, insta kill sword, even if like as you say, even without domain, he just has big gavel. He still kind of washes Ino, but heavily restriction Maki because Zenin clan massacre means death penalty. Let me see, I get cut by Ogi. What was? Does she get caught up in the domain because she lacks cursed energy? Like we saw with the Now You fight? I'm new here, subscribed. Thank you, my child. Since you've said that, I'll show you what I was doing before the stream. What do you think this latest video is about? What do you think it is? What I was editing on stream?
The soul split.
The split soul katana. Hell yeah. I want to start making like quicker videos because I over edit them to shit. So they take ages to come out, but I'm going to start trying to get a bit... I need to learn how to get lazier. Because I just put too much in. But anyway, yeah. I'm making a nice little quick video about the split soul. Anywho, back to Higuruma, right? Fucking... Anyway, this one kind of cool thing about the split soul is that Yuji and Sukuna could probably use it because it can like perceive the soul. Just saying, that's a pretty cool idea. Like, what if Maki gets cut in half by the soul splitter because she fucking steals it? That's funny. That's a funny idea. Yeah, I forgot about the whole it can't target non-cast energy. Yeah, so the reason she beats Now, yeah, which is a bit annoying, is because his domain, they make the differentiation. Let me see if I can find it, because I was editing before, so hold up. The page that describes, you know, Now his domain, because there's a specific thing about his domain and a couple other domains that some domains would recognize her and some wouldn't. It says it like it perceives her as an object, which is funny because now you literally objectified Maki so much that it killed him, which is pretty funny in concept, to be honest. But where is it? This is it. Okay. It had no way to recognize the Shua hit effect. Okay, unless the barrier uses a physical object as its shell, like the one shown by Fushiguro, or unless she agrees to the condition or intentionally chooses to invade it. Yeah, so Maki seemingly so cannot be trapped inside a domain like that. The Shua hit effect just, like, she just isn't, she negates it, which is, you know, really fucking strong. Wait, could Judgment see it? I don't know. Since he is a Shikigami, but he's also kind of like part of the Shua hit. Like he's part of the domain. Like I don't know. Sukuna with SSK is crazy. I know, it's a cool idea. I mean, the whole gimmick of Sukuna having 4 arms and like Kashimo glazing him so much is because he can cast like fucking anything he fucking wants, you know, he fucking Kirin or whatever the shit with 2 hands, but also start throwing hands. I mean, all the artwork we saw before his reveal was he had 2 cursed tools. He had the fucking spear and he had the Hokuto or whatever it was called, like the little dagger that Yorozu made. So chances are that might be foreshadowing to him having more cursed tools. Maybe he nicks Mai, who was literally just Zangetsu at this point, because she's still kind of alive as a sword, you know, she's still fucking there. Because in the Now You fight, Mai is talking to Maki. She is just Zangetsu. But it's weird because in Shinjuku, they don't really talk, I don't think. Like, it's as if Mai just kind of stopped being the sword. Or they stopped, like, oh, Gege just kind of forgot about that. I don't know. But either way. Did we ever see Yorozu's gift? Yeah. Don't you remember? It's the dagger. The fucking Kashimo. The Hokuto. I'll pull up the fucking panel because I have all of it here so for when I'm editing and shit. What panel, what page, chapter, whatever the fuck was Kashimo's death? The funny chapter. No, that's the Kenjaku fight, not that. Don't care about Takaba right now, dog. Here it is. This, if you fucking open, please. That's the gift, that, this thing, the dagger, the Hokuto, that's the gift, you know? That's like the cursed tool that Yorozu made with her life, which is something that construction, you know, Kamutoke, thank you. I don't know why I'm calling it Hokuto. It's just like an old Buddhist dagger, like an old Buddhist ceremonial dagger. But its cursed technique was to like shoot lightning bolts, but also kind of got his old form back and shit. Either way, it was that's the gift he got from Yorozu. And that's what he's like talks about with Kashimo a bit. If I pull that shit up. A fool. There was this fool who preached to me about love. Bam, bam, bam. Yeah. You were strong, talking in past tense. That's dope as fuck. Sukuna's cool, bro. Sukuna's just cool. Let me read what people are saying. Unrelated to the stream, what are your thoughts on Yuji countering Sukuna's Fuga with his own Fuga? I think that's fucking stupid. I hate the idea of that. I'm one of the few people who say, okay, hold up, I'll go through a lot of people type shit. I'll go through this question and go through the rest you've said. I hate that at this point, Yuji has just became Ichigo, where he has every possible ability in the series, minus a domain expansion. Things are going decent. But like, Yuji has RCT, simple domain, curse technique, plus another curse technique. Plus, like, he has everything in the series beyond straight CQC. Within just, like, off-screen training, he's received everything in the series except the domain expansion. If you give him the flame arrow on top of that, fuck that. Like, so far, he doesn't have, like, ridiculously high AP, like, destruction. He can hit you with Black Flash, he can still CQC you and shoot you with blood if he's with Choso. But if he can shoot off a fire arrow, I hate that. I really don't like that. That would upset me. It's the same where, if, like, people were theorizing when we were getting a Kusakabe chapter, if Kusakabe got a curse technique, I would have hated that as well. I think that's stupid. Okay, fucking hell, y'all, people be typing. I'm trying to catch up. I had it in my head that it was a ring. I don't know about that. Do you think the inverted spear of heaven was Angel's weapon back in the Heian era? I don't know about that, because it was originally a spear. It stated that it was like a 3-pronged like spearhead. So I don't know. It was like, it wasn't always a dagger. The blade itself is the curse tool, not the handle. It was really just like a spearhead with 3 pieces. People have always theorizing that like the third piece of the inverted spear of heaven will always come back at some point, but I don't know. Fight fire with fire. Fire passes through each other's hands and target. I don't like that. We should do Kashimo's next. But that was set up pretty well, though. I don't know. It'd just be a trade. I get you. I just don't like the idea of a character who's like, yeah, he can do... jumping from his greatest, like, attack potency being, like, piercing blood that can shoot through you, or a black flash that can fuck you up and fuck up your soul and shake up your insides, to an arrow that can leave a mark on the... like, let me put it like this. The difference between AP between Sukuna and current Yuji right now should still remain fucking massive, because like 15 finger Sukuna, yes, people arguing because there's a finger still inside of Yuji, it's like a different number, but the Shibuya Sukuna left a hole in Shibuya that you could see from Google Maps, right? If you suddenly give that to Yuji as well, fuck that is stupid. And I'm not trying to insult you, by the way. I'm just saying the idea is stupid, not you're stupid. Yeah, Angel could have used that 3-prong spear, but I fucking hate Angel. I hate Hannah. I think she's stupid. You don't want an isekai protag, basically. Yeah, I think it's fun to watch an isekai sometimes, you know. It's fun watching trash. I was watching Overlord before this stream, you know. I was at it on one monitor as I was editing, right? But I'm not here to, like, watch OP protag wins again. I'm here to watch JJK, where chances are my favorite character is going to die, you know. But I hate Hannah because she feels too contrived, and I hate Angel as well. Like, oh my god, we can't free Gojo from the cube because, you know, there's no rope and the inverted spear of heaven's broken. Oh, what if Miguel finds some more black rope? Or what if we get the last piece of the inverted spear of heaven? Oh no, Hannah just happens to show up at the perfect time and is the only character with the curse technique to free Gojo. Very contrived, very Deus Ex Machina. Hate Hannah. And I hate a character being forcibly merged with Megumi's just to give her a reason to fuck up fighting Sukuna. Hate that. Only thing Yuji got off screen was Simple Domain, which hasn't been shown to be the best with RCT. I don't agree with that. I mean, he technically, that's the one that he didn't get off screen. Virtue of the fact that we saw him training with Kusakabe when their souls were swapped, which means that was probably around the time he was, like, learning it and shit. Because he's like, you need to hurry up and learn this Itadori when he's inside his body and shit. Imaginary technique, Deus Ex Machina, pretty much. Anyway, we've gotten so far removed from the original fucking conversation, you forget that Higuruma is in the center of the goddamn screen, alright? But even still, like, RCT, simple domain, curse technique, plus 7-8 black flashes, bro. It's a lot to happen so quickly. Like, it's not my cup of tea. Like, they could have gave Yuji simple domain earlier, but that's just me. A lot of people don't agree with that. But anyway, what the fuck crimes has Yaga committed? I guess maybe you could argue desecration of a corpse, because he gets, like, the soul cause of Takeru, like Kusakabe's nephew, and puts it inside a teddy bear. So I guess you could argue that. Either way, I don't think he fucking needs it, but I'm just trying to think of, like, laws that people have broken. I guess you could argue that for Yaga. Gakuganji, he's just, like, loud. I feel like he could get, like, a misdemeanor for being loud as fuck. Like, noise complaints, he's disturbing the peace. Yet again, not that any version of Higuruma fucking needs it, let's be honest. As we said before, Maki kind of just, fucks him. Remember when JJK was about outwitting and thinking fast? Now I don't know about that. Do Hikari. I'll do Hikari next. We got Jackpot Hikari. There was another one earlier. Where the fuck did he go? There's Tyler Durden himself. Is there another one? I got all the Hikaris. Maybe I'll get all of them out of the way. I think that's it. Right, so let's go with Maki first. At least this version of Maki. So she can't be recognized by his domain. I don't want fucking ads to play. Fuck off, YouTube. God damn it. Maki can't get put in a deadly sentencing because she wouldn't be recognized by it. I mean, most domains, if they're like not part of outside objects and like a barrier is formed around them, as like around like the comparison that is made during the Naui fight is like if it's not similar to Megami's like in the fight with Reggie, it won't sense Maki. She has to like go in the domain herself and agree to it for it to work. And she just wouldn't. Like, all you'd have to argue would say that, like, you've got, like, a post-Black Flash forearm Sukuna that is 1v1 in Maki, and Maki eats a Black Flash from that. But then you've got a Higuruma who's, like, fighting a non-Black Flash, variation of that, and he's not doing as well. Yes, he's weakened from being, like, I don't think you've got an argument for Higuruma arguing, unless for some reason deadly sentencing hits, but even still, I still think Maki would win, to be honest, a lot of the times. I guess you could argue for the sake of, brevity. Granted, Toji's broke a lot more crimes than Maki. Well, he's assassinated more people, but she destroyed the entire clan. I don't fucking know. But, yet again, domain wouldn't recognize him. Geto is a funny one, because I think Geto would get washed. LaRue, the Frenchman. LaRue's not fucking French, is he? That's unfortunate. But anyway, even though Sukuna's cursed energy waves are not what they were back in the Heian era, due to Sukuna still holding back according to Urame, Yuji still lowered his cursed energy output drastically. And Maki from stabbing him in the heart, and also would have damaged his soul on top of the punches that Yuji does, also weakening his soul on top of, Kusakabe fucking him up, because we can all agree Kusakabe did the most damage. As an unbiased Kusakabe fan, I feel we can all agree with that. Anyway, Geto has no anti-domain, as far as we're aware. I mean, we've never seen him interact with the domain. Granted, you could argue that, it's just because it was JJK's era, the concept of domains wasn't ironed out yet, but due to the lack of information, we'll just say he doesn't have it. He doesn't have a domain, but that just speaks to how powerful his curse technique alone was, in the sense that it's similar to Yaga, where if he's granted time, like prep time, he can just win, right? He's like Batman. Geto is Batman with prep time, right? Because that, like, his curse technique alone grants him the ability to make an army for Maximum Uzumaki, for whatever the fuck. Like, that's why Kenjaku wanted it. Like, curse spirit manipulation is busted, but at the same time, he can't survive in a domain. He can't, like, he doesn't have a simple domain. He doesn't have RCT as far as I'm aware. The only argument I've seen for him having RCT is that him crushing Ino's head. Toge Inumaki crushing his head, but I don't know if that was just like a artistic choice. I haven't seen any like better arguments for him actually having RCT. And even if he did, it doesn't really matter, because he gets power clipped a bit, because he's like fighting baby Yuta, fresh Yuta, and he's like eating black flashes and stuff, and it's pretty even though he's got Playful Cloud and shit. I'd still think like that's a win for Higuruma, because we all know that Geto, of all characters, has committed a good few crimes. He is he's a I don't know. Okay, Geto is weird, no domain clash with, and he's broken. Yeah, oodles of laws. That is a funny fucking sentence. Ooh, you sound like the average Geto fan. Oh, he's only a couple oodles of laws. Nah, motherfucker's committed war crimes. He wants genocide. Like, what the fuck? Man looked at Hitler and went, that's not a bad idea. Like, Geto is like, oodles of crimes. That's such a fucking funny way to describe it. I know oodles means like tons, but it's just like a funny sounding word to describe it. Base Akari was pressing a Yuji with cursed energy while Higuruma was struggling with no cursed energy Yuji, so Akari should beat Higuruma even though that was CT. Yes, but that's Culling Games Higuruma. The Higuruma we see against Sukuna instantly learns RCT. He is pressing Sukuna. Granted, Sukuna's not fighting back, he's just aware of the hack's ability of the sword, and he's trying to just stay away. But, like, Higuruma is still on the battlefield in that realm, right? He's still, like, chasing him down and stuff. Like, the two versions of Higuruma we see are far different. The first version of Higuruma is struggling against his zero cursed energy Yuji. The Higuruma you see after that in the Shinjuku Showdown has RCT, and on top of that, he's, like, fighting Sukuna. Yes, Sukuna's not going all out, but, like, you know, just bear that in fucking mind, right? Even if, you know, we see Hikari from the Culling Game, like, I don't know. Post-month, Higgy is sort of broken, ain't gonna lie. It's arguments from being top 15, top 10. Kinda, yeah, depends on the opponent. If he fights, like, if you don't get annihilated by being in the presence of Sukuna, it means something. True. Doesn't he say he was standing still so he could distract Yuta to heal? I thought Oodles was like tons. When Kenjaku uses domain expansion, it was his or Geto's domain expansion, I'm confused. People love to argue that. I just think it's Kenjaku's, to be honest. Yes, he has two curse techniques, but I just think it's Kenjaku's. Oh, it's that Higgy. Well, now it's closer, but I still out Hikari just a bit. Okay. Let's say this is... I don't think there's a version of Hikari from, like, Shinjuku Hikari and before from, like, the Culling Games. Momo, get her where she belongs. You just want me to put... She committed the crime of... She was flying in unlicensed airspace. You know, she's flying in Japanese airspace, like, without a license, no communication. That's illegal. Anyway. So this is, like, Hikari from when we first see him, right? Hikari's a pillow puncher, ain't gonna lie. No AP feats. I wouldn't say he's got no AP feats. Like, you see how hard he punched that fucking shipping container? But I'd say, you know, you can't instant heal from death. If it's just straight up death. It's not like I lightning bolt you, you explode. If it's just I tap you, you die. I'd say that version of Hikari, you could say, what laws has he broken to merit the sort of extermination, right? Like, he'd have assault charges. He'd have, you know, running an underground fucking, like, fight club. It's literally just a fight club, right? He, like, if you remove all his cursed energy, can't domain expansion, can't, like, the thing is, both Higuruma and Hikari are both characters that immediately open their domains, pretty much. Like, if pressed at all, that's their instant default. Now, say, for example, Higuruma's domain activates first. That means Hikari loses his cursed energy, and if he loses his cursed energy, he's fucked. Pardon me, because the reason Yuji without cursed energy is so much stronger is because he's Sukuna's vessel. Like, even before he has, like, cursed energy that he's aware of, in the first fucking episode, in the first chapter, he's breaking Olympian world records. He's busted, right? It's not that the domain carries. Well, it is. It's just, you know, yeah. Question is whose domain beats out who. I'd say it's either way. You can. That's why we've got that category for. Either way. Carries lots of AP feats. He had Yuji bleeding. He punches shipping containers casually. Yes, he punches Yuji, but Yuji's just kind of like standing there. That's why I think in what video? I think in the overrated curse techniques video, I say he has a scuffle with Yuji, because it's not like, it is not a fight. Yuji's like, bro, I'm a cog. Eats a punch to the chin. Shit fucking sneezes out his brain. I'm just a cog, bro. Fucking, yeah, sorry for making pre-214 Yuji bleed. Doesn't mean much anymore. To be honest, kinda. Yeah. Well, yeah. I'll just leave these two in either way, because we don't really know much about, you know, what current, like, you wouldn't be able to RCT. Yes, it's instinctual, but you can't RCT from instant death. Like, you just go, boom, death. You can't heal from that. LaRue is part of a terrorist organization. Probably murdered people with Geto. If not, disturbing the peace. I feel like there's a lot of arguments just from him being with Geto that he's probably broken a lot of fucking laws. You know? But you could also say, fucking public indecency, because he's constantly got his tits out. on top of everything. You know, I feel like that. And on top of that, as far as we know, LaRue has no anti-domain, no nothing. Yes, LaRue can, like, you know, catch somebody's attention, but if it's in a 1v1, what does that matter? You know, Team Gojo. I mean, this Gojo probably doesn't have domain, doesn't have anti-domain, doesn't have RCT. If you take away his cursed energy, he loses the limitless, you know. But what crimes has he committed to merit it? You could say, I guess you could say, for example, when he fights the bag, like the paper bag cursed user, he's like, you know, he like destroys the area around him. It's property damage, you know. He he fucking walks into a school. He's trespassing. You know, he's not there. That's not his school. He's trespassing. There's like plenty of arguments for like minor laws he's broken. But what laws does he break? He's part of Jujutsu Society. Forced fights can they be considered law enforcement? Yeah, but he constantly forgets to put up veils, so it's just destruction of property. You know, like it's like the first time you see this version of Gojo, he's just destroying shit, and he has a massive fuck off crater in the ground. You know, I feel like there's plenty of laws to say he's broke. Like he just destroys a bunch of shit. You know, I feel like there's plenty of shit you could say. Like, look for example, in the first scuffle with Toji when he uses blue, he just erases all the shit around him. I know it's on blue, so it doesn't like erase you, but you know what I mean. He's just like destroying everything around him. Property damage, and it's a shrine as well. It's a holy like place, and he's destroying it. It's fucked up. I feel like you could say this version of Higuruma wins just virtue again of the fact that, you know, it takes away cursed energy. If he doesn't have this Gojo doesn't have domain to counter it or anti-domain to stay out of it, like he's just kind of goosed. Obviously, you know, like I don't know if that's really contentious or anything, but I feel like that's pretty self-explanatory. We saw, you know, the weak Yuji, the disaster curses Okashimo next. Now it takes away curse technique, not cursed energy. What? Huh? Hold up. Let me just consult. I think it was 164. I'm innocent. I love that. This is such a fucking intriguing exchange, to be honest. Confiscation. There's no change in particular. Boom. I can't muster cursed energy. That's kind of my selling point. There you go. There you go. Like, you can't make any cursed energy. So, if you have a CT, see, I feel like a power scaler, man. I pulled up the manga panel and I fucking said the thing. Feels good. It's just because Yuji's such a fucking unit, you can't tell, because his whole gimmick is, you know, he's pretty much just got fucking... Like, I hate all those shitty TikTok arguments of raw talent versus hard work. Motherfucker was born to have Sukuna inside of him. Of course he's gonna have genetic bullshit on his side, let alone blood manipulation and shrine and black flash god or whatever the fuck. That's because usually it moves down the ladder to curse energy. Oh god, I'm not gonna have to go on the most recent fucking... I'm not gonna have to read the 10-page fucking Kusakabe explanation, am I? Fuck. Oh no. Oh no. Shit. Oh god, okay. Okay. Oh fuck, dude, Kusakabe, you're killing me. Oh, you can use curse. Oh fuck. I mean, it makes sense. If sentenced to death, I can play Sukuna. My curse technique can confiscate Sukuna's curse technique. I mean, even if it takes away his limitless, I feel like either way it doesn't really matter. Because curse tool, no tool, NCT there. It's a fucking ladder. Well, either way, Gojo with like no curse technique and just raw cursed energy, pre-RCT. Like, I don't think that means much, to be honest, because he doesn't have blue amplified punches. He doesn't have fucking anything. Unlike, I think Gojo's pretty strong pre-awakened. Yeah, he is. He's like, you know, I'm aware. He's still special grade, but I'd still give it to Higuruma, to be honest. You know? I still probably would. Like, gets confiscation, loses the limitless, right? Loses curse technique. This version of Gojo, like, do you think without his limitless, adult probably beats pre-awakening Geto? Let me put it like this: do you think an old rusty Toji wins against Higuruma? I do. I mean, I think Higuruma would win, like, you know, if he could land his domain or whatever. But the fuck, but you know what I'm saying, right? Like, a rusty Toji with planning beats Gojo. I think Higuruma would. The question is, does Yuji fight? Does Yuji beat preteen Gojo? It's not preteen. If he's a preteen, he's like 10. Is he beating up the fucking, like, is he beating up Gojo who's looking up at fucking old lady Ogawa? Like, that's kind of a funny idea. Doji should win because no Kasenji, so no Deadly Sense, none of them. Yeah, no, I've already put him there, but I mean in the sense that Toji, who is rusty, right? Toji Fushiguro, Toji who, you know, fucking just says he's rusty and he needs to get back into the swing of things, beats, you know, teen Gojo. I think, you know, if, like, I feel like, you know, if you took away his limitless in a similar way to Toji did with the inverted spear of heaven, I feel like Higuruma could do the same thing, right? Anyway, you can see where I've put everything. Anyway, where do we put? Okay, fucking, okay, easy to say. I don't know what laws Nobara's committed. Walking around with a hammer still feels a fucking nut. Like, do you mean like the one that's punching Maguna, that fucking Yuji? Yet again, I'd say destruction of property. He removes his, you know, being female. What? I'm fucking confused. There's so much shit being fucking written. Holy. In the manga written. Right. Anyway, I mean, like, let's just get a couple of them out of the way. Miguel. Yeah, you could remove his curse technique. We don't know how much his curse technique, you know, strengthens him. You could say death sentence, because has he murdered people for Geto? Since Geto was very Hitlery, and he was like straight up murdering civilians with non-cursed energy. Was his like lieutenants doing the same? Terrorist organization though, pretty hefty fine. Not like fine, I mean like pretty hefty charge. Does the new info change the table now? That's what I'm saying. Like, post 1 month Higuruma most likely surpassed that Yuji that was putting pause on him before. I'd say that, because like that Yuji has also broken more laws, even though like he already got, you know, confiscation before. Anyway, Miguel, part of a terrorist organization. Yeah. Oh yeah, terrorist. No, I mean in the sense that, you know, it's a hefty fucking fee. It's a hefty fine. Like, he gets. I don't know the fucking Japanese justice system. Okay, let me put shit in perspective for you. The Japanese justice system has a 99 point like conviction rate. It's above 99%. Like, any law that you break in Japan, you're fucked, even if it's minor, right? So with that in mind, if you break a minor law, you probably get confiscation. Anything above that, you probably get death sentence. Miguel will probably get death sentence because terrorist organization, probably a pretty big deal. Geto without curse spirit manipulation is a toss-up. How strong is Geto hand to hand? Geto without curse spirit manipulation, I wouldn't say that's a toss-up. I'd say Geto with curse spirit manipulation still gets killed, because confiscation takes away curse technique. And do you think baby Yuta is like the first Yuta we see, right, who is like struggling against Geto? Do you think that he's like not struggling against, like, it's nah, Geto's pretty good hand to hand, but there's still, you know, death sentence. Like, let me put it in perspective. Hikari like dicks down Charles, but Charles still gets like a little nick. That's the level of attack that Higuruma needs to hit. Charles is significantly weaker than Hikari, right? Hikari would never lose, but he just needs that little and then that's fine. Geto is pretty good. But he gets death sentence, like, without a doubt. So I know there's a teen Geto on here. We can put that in the exact same fucking place. Granted, you could argue what crimes has teen Geto committed, except with, you know, maybe... Wait, Higuruma loses. Did I put Geto in loses? I meant fucking wins. I think, like, Higuruma wins that. Yeah. I had him in the wrong fucking place. I was saying Higuruma wins, but I had him in loss. Like, Law's team Geto wins. So is Geto dodging executions, but I doubt it. Like, I personally don't see Geto... Yeah, Geto loses to Higuruma, yeah. Team Geto, destruction of property, I guess. Flying without a license, like on that flying stingray thing. Pardon me, I don't think he personally would. Like, as I say, current Higuruma is like a beast. Like, well, I say current. Current means dead. Like, I'm talking about, like, up against Kuna. What about your Raw Domain Clash went up against Yuta? Plus, might be able to predict the Gavel, given how our curse technique works. I mean... Okay, this one's contentious, so I'll put it there for now, because that's just what we put them when we're talking about them. She has a domain, so you could argue a Domain Clash, right? As we saw, it's obviously not her fest thing to, like, go to. She wants to start CQC and shit straight away. But whatever, right? In, like, 1v1s, she's kind of fucking dope. Like, she can throw hands with you there. It's just, she gets caught up. She's just, like, a bad match against multiple people at the same time. Like, she is, you know, like, Hin era, part of, you know, like, an assassin's group. Like, she gets death sentence, like, without a doubt. But can she, like, you know, can she fucking... Can Higuruma hit her? That's, like, the question. If she... Oh, yeah. She loses her curse technique as well. Death sentence. Gets fucked. Yeah. Without fucking sky manipulation. She can't, you know, thin ice breaker. She can't do any of that shit. She gets fucked. Fuck. It's nice. Okay, I'm going to say something now. I usually do this for characters who I think are underrated, like Ino, Kusakabe, those kinds of characters. It's nice to do this about a character who isn't fodder for once. I'm not saying Higuruma, no, I'm not saying Kusakabe and Ino are fodder or anything, but it's like, it's so much better to have someone who has more wins than losses for once. You have no fucking idea. It's like an actual conversation to be had instead of, yes, Sukuna wins, yes, Sukuna wins, yeah, Gojo wins, yeah, Gojo wins. It's so much easier, like, to just, and more enjoyable than, yeah, Kusakabe probably loses this one as well. Euro thin ice breaker without, she can't, and she hasn't, as far as we know, she doesn't have, like, anti-domain besides her own domain. It's just, you know, her anti-domain is using her own domain. So I don't fucking know. I doubt it. I doubt if she gets put in domain, she immediately loses. But granted, we don't know what her domain is, but what? Are we talking about with RCT and domain amp? Yeah, we're talking about, like, peak Higuruma just before he gets fucking walloped. So do you think domains like Higi and Hikari are the fastest? Since, with exception of, like, Gojo's and Mahito's 0.2, which is, like, you know, instant use, instant style, whatever the fuck, but beyond them, you could argue that they're probably the fastest. Maybe we don't really have, like, a time for, like, activation time for domains, but I would say there's probably faster just because of their experience, since it's their instant, like, it's ingrained into their curse technique, and it's their only, you know, can't use domain in another person's domain. And especially in the case of Higuruma, because as soon as you're in his domain, you have a non-binding vow placed upon you of non-violence. You can't commit violence against Higuruma, and he can't do it to you. So, if you were to try and activate your domain, nothing would happen. So in the same way when, like, Yuji tried to kick Higuruma inside the domain, like, nothing happens. Hikari is also called superior in domain tugs, and I imagine the same for Higuruma. Since it is, as, like, Kusakabe says, it's like, it came with their curse technique. There is a slight difference, though, because Hikari can also summon things from his, like, domain outside, as we saw when he uses like, shutter doors on Yuji's head and shit, but whatever. Either way, Higuruma wins. Kurorushi, let's go under the assumption that, you know, cursed spirits have the same fate. Like, it doesn't matter if they're cursed spirit, they're classed as, like, an individual, you know. Uses his domain, because, you know, a base Yuta, without the ring, without Rika summoned or anything like that, was, like, going 1v1 with Kurorushi. You know, I think Higuruma could probably do the same. Domain, Kurorushi has ate a bunch of people. Cannibalism, probably pretty hefty fine, to be honest. Probably not the best. yeah, Kurushi gets foddered. Like, he was beyond, besides maybe Drew, Kurushi was like the weakest in the 4-way deadlock. So, you know, gone. And if he's beaten Yuro, he's probably beaten Kurushi. We still don't know how the interaction between a domain like Higurumi's and Nakari's with a classic domain. Well, Sukuna wouldn't be able to use his inside fucking Higuruma's because of how Higuruma's work. So, like, I don't know. Who should we go for next? Has anyone got any suggestions? Anyone got any ideas of some fun ones? Right? Who's got like some like weird crimes we can discuss? I imagine the action of opening a domain is considered violence. Yeah, because it's activating a technique. Kashimo. Let's put both the Kashimos up there. Okay, so Kashimo had points in the culling game. He has murdered people, and beyond that, he like dueled people in his previous life. So you know he has committed crimes. So he gets death sentence. That takes away his lightning. Like, it would take away his curse technique, right? But Mythical Beast Amber isn't like, he doesn't want to immediately use it because it's like a one and done thing. If he uses it, he burns out, right? So like these two are pretty much the same, because if domain is activated against them, they both lose their curse technique, and this Kashimo basically becomes base Kashimo, right? Like they both have Amber available, but like if this is used, they both lose the ability to go on Amber, so they're just pretty much the same Kashimo in this event, right? Kashimo still would win. He would have his, that's what I'm saying. So he would still have his cursed energy, like he just loses the CT itself. Granted, this Higuruma, during his fight with Sukuna, learned reverse curse technique, but there's a reason they sent Kashimo in first, you know? Not just because he wanted to, right? But, you know, I'd say Kashimo with, like, it's not his curse technique to just shoot lightning at your fucking skull to explode your brain. That's just his cursed energy trait. It's like, it's just lightning, right? I'd say Kashimo, you could argue, to be honest, you could kind of argue both ways, I guess, because yet again, it's one of those cases where it's like, okay, yeah, sure, Kashimo, if he has the setup, he can blow you up if he has like his lightning rod and shit in the right place, or he can like point at you and blow your head off. But at the same time, it's the exact same thing with Higuruma. If he gets a slight nick on him, like the slightest cut, the slightest jab, the slightest little paper cut on his body, instant kill, right? Yes, he loses Mythical Beast Amber, but like, even still, the strongest farmer in the land still has some fucking sauce, alright? I think it's kind of contentious in the sense that they both have the ability to one-tap each other. It's just, can Higuruma last long enough to kill Kashimo? Because Kashimo would probably blitz him. But yet again, this is a Higuruma who's like reacting to Sukuna and throwing his sword behind him and shit without looking. Like, he skyrockets in his fight with Sukuna. Higuruma does. And I don't know. How fast do you think Higuruma is compared to Hikari and Kashimo? I don't know. I genuinely don't. Especially without Mythical Beast Amber, I have zero fucking clue. I don't fucking know. I don't know. That's why I'm saying it's contentious. They both have the ability to one-tap each other. Like, they genuinely do. It's just like Kashimo is a dog shit matchup for Hikari, because Hikari could just heal all the damage done to him. Higuruma, yes, he has RCT, he could grow a hand, but it's obviously nowhere near the level of Hikari. But yeah, Sword of Extermination can one-tap, and so can Kashimo. It's just who lasts longer and who gets the first hit. That's literally it. It's some fucking Obito and Minato bullshit. Whoever gets the first hit wins. Granted, Kashimo's probably faster, but it's still, you know, contentious, I guess. You know? But that's me. That's me personally, right? I feel like a lot of most people would say Kashimo would win, but maybe it's just me, right? And virtue of the fact that we're saying Kashimo, like it's contentious to at least me anyway, I feel like it's fair to say Ryu probably loses. It's just, what the fuck does Higuruma do? If it, like, say for example, it starts similar to how it did against Yuta, where it's like the round okay, hold on. What would win? The indomitable will of Human Spirit or $20 whole? Shit. Hold on. I've got the perfect t-shirt for that exact fucking quote. Hold up, dog. Hold up. Where the fuck's the shirt? Is this it? No. No. Is that it? Nope. Come on, bro. I've got my clothes right next to me. Where is the shirt? There we go. Hold up. I'll put on the cam just so you can get this shit. I wore this to work, and for some reason they didn't like it. Hold up. Yeah. Thoughts? Sorry. I think that's a pretty fire shirt, to be honest. But that's just me. But me personally, I think Higuruma and Kashimo is pretty pitched. But it's just, yet again, one of those things where it's like, you know, who gets the first hit. In regards to Ryu, if it starts the same way as, you know, okay, wild shit. Kashimo and Jackpot Akari are pretty relative. Basic Akari should be slower. Basic Akari was relative to brief. Saying that Base Hikari was relative to... which one was 214? That's... Is that the fight when Meguna Fest arrives? I don't know. Oh, fuck me phone. 2 seconds. Right, pick up my fucking phone. Put that shirt away. What shirt am I wearing now? Anyway. Yes, Ryu has a domain, doesn't have anti-domain. Does he have... I think he has, like, reverse curse technique, right? But he says that, you know, fucking, does Ryu? Again, Kaze guy, postpone 1 month Higgy, so I think he definitely gets stronger. I mean, pardon me, if it starts with CQC, I mean, if Yuta, before he's, like, fully released, can take Granite Blasts, I guess you could say, you know, Higuruma probably could take a couple, I guess. I don't know. But since, you know, it's contentious, who do you think wins Eternal Flame? Also, I don't know how the fuck you make so many videos so goddamn fast, dog. Holy shit. Anyway. Who should we go with? What's an easy one? What's an easy... Okay. Which crimes has Mei committed? I feel like we don't even need to say. Oh, but Bird Strike, though. Bird Strike can fuck off. Let's get all... since I said, like, there's too many versions of Ino, but I'm pretty sure, you know, all Inos handily lose. Do you really think Ino eclipses pre-time skip that much, Toto? Do I think pre-time skip Higuruma... Wait, so you gotta specify, dog. I've got, like, a slow fucking brain. Toto. Okay. Ah, shit. The music fucking finished. What crimes has Toto committed? I mean, he stalks Yuji. He, like, breaks into his fucking bedroom, right? Like, just after the Goodwill event. He has, think, in the pendant he has around his neck, he has a photo of Yuji, and we don't know where the fuck he got that photo from. He fucking stalks Yuji. Being a Chad. That's his crime. Oh, he's so cool. He takes photos of people when they're not looking. I think, yeah, like, just put Todo in any of the situations that Higuruma was in, foddered. I was asking if post-time skip Higuruma, is that, oh, yeah. Let me put it like this. Pre-time skip Higuruma is struggling against Yuji without cursed energy, right? Shinjuku before his death, Higuruma is like, has reverse curse technique. He has, you know, he's just like fighting in the same realm as Sukuna. Now it's a pretty vague way to describe it, but it's because, like, Sukuna's not like, he's just kind of dodging because he knows how the sort of extent, like, the executioner sword works, so he's just wary of it, but he's dodging, he's getting cut by it. Like, would post Higuruma... Oh, yeah. Post Higuruma destroys pre-Higuruma. Like, if neither of them open their domain, and it's just like, you know, they both have gavel, right? Post fucking mollywops so goddamn hard. It is ridiculous, fam. You have zero idea. It is insane. I mean, you should have an idea, just from the tone of my voice. It is ridiculous. Who should we go with? But yeah, Toto gets fucking mollywopped. Camo. Obviously he loses, right? But there are some things that bring contention into it. First of all, what crimes has he committed? Because I can't even think of one. He gets punched through buildings, but that's not him. That's not a law he broke, right? Pulling out a gun, hand signs, isn't an attack. Putting a tent around someone, the domain opening, isn't an attack. No, but like as the entire Kyoto squad, I think they are versus Higgy, like what they tried to pull against Yuji. I feel like I don't know. I'm trying to like ports like current whatever the fuck you want to call him. Higuruma in Shinjuku is a fucking animal. Like he just Sukuna just points at him and goes, "Learn RCT now." And Higuruma goes, "Shit, I guess," and regrows a fucking arm. Like he's a fucking beast because of he just has straight up hacks and he has all the evidence he ever needs. Like I'm arguing because I'm biased towards Uro, but I have valid points. Are you trying to argue that Uro fucking wins in the sense that like hair opening a domain would not be an act of aggression? If that's the case, why didn't Sukuna? If I have to show that's what Higgy did in the RCT moment. Like Higuruma's a fucking just like ridiculous. Yes, half joke, but you're desperate to protect your woman. That's crazy. Kamo, hits piercing blood on Naoya, which is kind of bullshit, but it's, he still does it. He, is fighting against Naoya. Granted, now he's kind of just joking at him at the same time. Hear me out. Fucking spit. Let's see if he's spitting saliva or bars. Let's see what happens. Kamo. I can't think of a law he's broken. Besides, like, I can't think of anything. I genuinely can't. I can't think of anything. Like, I can't even force one. How do domain clashes work? Because we know a significantly weaker domain can clash with another, like with Megami and Dagon. But that's just because of how Megami's works. Megami's domain opened a hole inside of Dagon's because it doesn't have a barrier. It kind of like forced his way in. Megami legit couldn't move though. Yeah, Megami had to like his nose was bleeding. He had to stay in the stance to hold open a small hole inside of Dagon's domain. Like using that Megami feat is kind of weird. It's because it was barrierless, I think, and two, like Megami was significantly weaker than Dagon, so it was like fucking him up, and the hole was really small. Also, why didn't he just break Dagon's domain? Also true. Panda. I imagine there's like a law. You can't just he's not in a zoo. I don't know if that's against, you wouldn't put the panda on trial, but you put someone on trial. Also, why didn't he break Dagon's domain from the outside? Fuck knows. Fuck knows, dude. Panda, some random diamond. Oh, sup, dude? I haven't seen you in a fucking minute. Hello again, my dude. We're doing the same shit as before, but with Higuruma. Obviously Panda fucking gets washed, right? But what's like a crime Panda has committed? Druve. It's been a while. Let's see here. Yeah. What the fuck? What's Higuruma done? Not Higuruma. What's Panda done? It's borderless. It's just incomplete, though. It's barrierless. It's not like... It has, like, a shell, because all domains, like... It's weird. It's not a shell. It has a fucking... I forget the fucking shit. It's not borderless. It's just incomplete, though. That's why it broke a hole and not a tug-of-war. Panda has abused his siblings. No, Panda didn't. The gorilla did. Which... Okay, no, but they're kids, though, so you can't, prosecute... Fuck. I guess there's a statute of limitations on that. What you're describing is in the Panda flashback where the gorilla older brother slaps Panda in the mouth. But at that point, as far as we're aware, they're all children. So there would be, first of all, you wouldn't really be able to prosecute them. And second of all, there'd be, a statute of limitations because it was years ago. So I doubt that's prosecutable. Panda has abused his siblings. Nah, he hasn't. This one's nice. Panda does have multiple souls and deadly sentencing tag as a soul. That was sentenced. So I guess you could argue if for some reason the gorilla is still guilty, he loses gorilla form. Obviously he gets washed, but it would still just be it removes his cursed technique. I don't fucking know how that would interact, at all. I have zero idea how Panda would interact. But Yous can pick whoever the fuck's next. I'm just kind of going with the flow here. I'm just picking whoever. Haruta. Here's a question. Obviously, Haruta gets put in the domain. He's sauced. But, like, what do you think would happen? Like, fucking Higuruma goes to slash Haruta. But, like, he, like, falls out of the way and slips on a rock and loses a triangle. Obviously, he dies just from sheer attrition. Like, he would die because Nanami's molly-whopping him. But, like, it's just funny in concept to imagine Haruta just kind of, like, falling over shit to just somehow escape this executioner sword by the skin of his teeth. Just out from sheer bullshit. But you want fucking Daido, the goat, the soul-splitting fucking stallion that is Daido. He's absolute fucking G. He beats Mahito, he's fucking sick. Daido is dope, right? You give him the soul splitter, he's sick as fuck. But you could say destruction of property. He doesn't have cursed energy. As far as we're aware, it's not that he has a heavenly restriction either. What about Ryu? Hold up. Let me fucking jump on this way. No, Panda is the one who will get sentenced. Let's just say he gets death penalty and Higgy kills him. Gorilla Big Sis come out. Higgy can't cast another domain expansion, so Gorilla... No, but he still has Gavel, and he's still capable of, fighting fucking, fighting Sukuna. Granted, Sukuna's dodging, but on top of that, he's, like, on the battlefield, so he must be at least somewhat relative to either Yuji or Choso. Yes, they're getting blitzed by Sukuna, but they're also capable of, like, somewhat it being in the same realm, and I don't see Panda being anywhere near able to do that. Sure, you could argue the big sis, but she gets one tapped by Kashimo, so we don't really know how much stronger sis is, and considering the fact Panda never really got past, like, semi-grade 1, I don't think it's that strong. Daido absolutely could win that. What is confiscation even going to take, and what crimes does it have to be execution? Okay, hear me out. Daido has cursed energy, but can't use it. Okay, hold up. There's a couple things here. Also, Hiki's domain would take away Soul Splitter. Okay. What about Ryu? It's just, if it starts up close, Ryu, since he's a Culling Games member, has points. He's dueled people to the death. He's murdered people. Sword of Execution. The Execution Sword, sorry. Like, he's dead. Big Sis is just Dark Forest Fallacy. Yeah. Okay, Daido, you could argue he has cursed energy, but the thing is, what's the fucking... I think it's 194. I used to make fun of people for, like, remembering chapter numbers, but since I've had to, like, find them over and over again, like, I can't even joke anymore. Like, I'm starting to fucking know them. Let me pull it up. It's 195, because this is, like, the curse now you fight. Like, what overwhelmed the foe was not cursed energy. It was what he emanated when he held the katana. Absolute lethality. I don't fucking know. It's just a special case who fights with swordsmanship and not with cursed energy. Yeah, I guess. Sure. You could argue he has cursed energy. He's just fucking built different, so he could slash Mahito in two. He can sense the contours of the soul. He can sense, that's how Mahito describes it. He can sense the shape of the soul because he can use the soul splitter. Like, he's just built fucking different. Daido has civilian level cursed energy. Yeah. So, yeah, Daido absolutely could win that. Doesn't he say that he doesn't have it? No, does he even have a restriction, which is the only way to have no cursed energy? I'm not sure about that. I'm not sure, to be honest. I'd have to, like, read up on whether fucking everyone has cursed energy, because I don't think it's like chakra, where, like, if you're one of if you're like everyone who is descended from fucking Kaguya, you have cursed energy, like, you have chakra. I don't know if I can't remember if it's like that. I don't know if it's like Genki in Dragon Ball, where everyone just has it, and it's not like Ki, where not everyone, like, it's fucking, I don't know. But yeah, say for example, he has murdered people because he duels people, he's an brutally unmatched swordsman, so say, whatever happens, he gets put in Higuruma's domain. It just depends whether or not he has cursed energy, though. Back. No, Daido has cursed energy, it's not huge enough to see cursed spirits. But either way, that just means he more than likely gets put in the domain, and if the domain activates, it won't take his cursed energy, it'll take his cursed tool fest, and if it takes Soul Splitter, he's fucked. Everyone has cursed energy, but not everyone can contribute. Hence why curses exist. No Daido has cursed energy. Okay. Y'all are correcting me. That's fine. I don't even care if I'm wrong. I don't even give a shit. But if that's the case, he gets put in the fucking deadly sentencing and loses it immediately. How does Higuruma do in a domain clash? What is his level of refinement? If his domain is intrinsic to his cast technique, you assume, yeah, Daido would still lose, but you would do surprisingly, like, the fact that, you know, he's kind of fodder without a sword, but say, like, for some reason you just kind of throw another sword on the battlefield. It's like a berserk, like fucking, you know, Zod just throws his sword onto the battlefield when they're against the purple rhinos, whatever the fuck they're called. You just throw another sword on the battlefield. Daido could, I don't know, do something. Since the only feats we have for him are with the Soul Splitter, you know, it's kind of hard to place him. But, you know, does deadly sentencing rules stop when domains clash? We don't fucking know. But, I don't fucking... When domains clash, if you're already in his fucking domain and it removes your curse technique, you can't activate your domain because all the domain is imbuing your curse and like your curse technique into a barrier. And if he removes your curse technique, you can't use the domain. So I'd say Higuruma wins. He has killed people. Does Higuruma win against cursed Naoya? I mean, okay, I'll go through human Naoya first, right? Now, where the fuck is he? Where's human Naoya? If Sure Hit stops, then wouldn't rules stop too? What do you mean? I'm confusing myself. So, right. What? I'm just fucking... I swear down, I'm missing some sort of fucking chromosome or something. Yeah, I think Daido would still lose, but like... If the Sure Hit effect stops... I don't know. Maybe they're part of a binding vow. I don't fucking know. Now you had definitely killed people. I see him losing. Has he though? You could say plotting. You talk about domain clashes. Yeah, but I don't know. In the case of fucking, it would all just be theory and headcanon. With Naoya, I wouldn't say he's killed people. I'd say he has conspired to kill people because when Junichi tells him about the plan, he like gets in on it. He, you know, assaults Maki. He's killed curses, but that doesn't count. They're not human. They're not part of the law. Guess, like, since they're human rights, do they apply to Kururushi? I don't fucking know. Like, I don't know how curses would be viewed in the eyes of the law because they're not human. They're created from human. Jogo says they're the true humans, but in essence, they're fucking not. I don't look at, you know, Rika and go, that's a human. He's sexist. I don't know. He's abused people as well. He kicked the shit out of... He got child abuse. He kicked the shit out of Kid Maki, but he's got like a nice fit on. Didn't he, you know, to my... Arguably, you could argue that. But that, you know, in Japan, he probably got off with a fine. So I don't know. I don't know, man. But yeah, he'd lose human now anyway, because if he loses his curse technique, he's kind of fucked, because that's now his whole gimmick. Sure, you could argue he has Blossom Falling Emotion, or whatever it's called, which arguably might be handy, but it might be seen as an act of violence. Deadly sentencing shouldn't apply to curse spirits, honestly. They aren't human. If he loses his curse technique, he's finished. True. That's crazy. Yeah, in Japan, it's kind of fucked. While they do have a 99 point whatever the fuck conviction rate for, like, sexual crimes, they're really not bothered a lot of the time. It's pretty fucked. But, that aside, he still, you know, beat the fuck out of child Maki. You know, I feel like that would be more punishable by the law, in the eyes of the law, I guess. It would still, you know, confiscation, loses curse technique, gets fucked. Deadly sentencing shouldn't work on curses. I don't know. I feel like you could argue if they've got autonomy, Higuruma would have to, like, argue to Judge Man to, like, see, I don't know, Blossoming Emotion, I mean. Yeah, it's a defensive, that's what I'm saying. But if you say now you've got it, right, you just say he's like Naobito but better. He just has Fallen Blossom Emotion or Spirit Blossom Emotion, whatever the fuck's called. He activates that. That would probably just pause the trial. It wouldn't end anything. It's not like a symbol domain where it would, like, it's injecting a bit, like it just kind of protects or negates the Shua hit, just kind of like stops. Like it's just a defensive thing. It wouldn't, stop him being on trial. As soon as he runs out of the ability, like cursed energy, to use Spirit Pulse of Motion, he would still, it doesn't matter. He'd still be on trial. Can Higuruma beat Naoya without his curse technique? I'd assume so, but neither have great physical stats. Naoya punched Maki through fucking mountains, bro. He was like, not mountains, but like significant shit. Like he was like stacking the way like turns her into a cell. She drops Soul Splitter and he like kicks her through a bunch of shit. If they say they're the target, they are considered punishable by human laws, then when taking a kill. Sorcery, can you pay bail? Judge man, please, can you wait till fucking my brother plays bail, please? Talking about curses, I don't know. Since we haven't seen like a straight up curse be in the domain, I don't know. Like say for example, you put the smallpox deity in deadly sentencing. Like what the fuck's that do? So you put the Roppongi curse on trial. It can't fucking speak. Did they have to be semi-grade level 1 and above? Because that's usually the level in which they can talk, like the grasshopper or the locust curse spirit, right? If they're at that level, can they be put on trial? Is it like, it's just like, this is obviously headcanon, right? We don't fucking know, but do they need a level of autonomy? Like say for example, you put Mahito on trial, and can you prosecute him for the crimes he's committed? Because like, out of all the cursed spirits out there, he's arguably the most human. He is made straight from humans more so than any other cursed spirit, right? But is he actually human? It would just boil down into that, to be honest. If it can't speak, they just can't argue in defense of themselves. It would be funny. I looked up, at least in American territories, being sapient means you are charged with criminal offenses. So you can put a chimp on trial? What? So if it's like human-esque, you can put it on trial. But that's in America. This is Japan. In Japan, you get convicted for litter, bro. It's different. Japan scares me, bro. Everyone says, oh, you want to move to Japan? Fucking hell no, dude. Shit's scary place. Okay. Right. Anyway, we can agree. No, yes, fuck. Kirara. I feel like we can all agree Kirara gets mollywopped. Sapient means human level intelligence. So you could put a dolphin on trial, because they got, like, toddler level intelligence. So you could put a dolphin on trial for nonsense someone. That's crazy. Kirara, part of an underground fight club. Destruction of property when she sends cars at people. Whilst her curse technique could, like, send things at Higuruma, he just activates domain and, one taps. Even if he doesn't, I doubt he knows about the star constellations, but domain. Fucking hell. Ogi, pretty simple. No mature, non-disabled. I may be a thesaurus, but I wasn't aware of the word sapiens, right? Or sapien-like. So they need to be mature. Define mature. Junpei, the absolute god. Otherwise, insanity and kid laws apply. Well, either way, now he gets fucking... whatever. So, if we go by that, like, headcanon, we say, sure, we can put Kechizu on trial. But Kechizu's like a fucking baby boy. He's an idiot. Yeah, but you have adults who are fucking stupid. I know it's just like a broad term, but it's still pretty funny. But we'll put Kechizu up there as well. Here's a couple we can shoot through. But you wanted, who was that? Junpei, the goat. Yuta. Okay, we got base Yuta. So what do we think? What did he actually do? He was trespassing in the school because it was closed after hours. The lights were off. Trespassing. He hanging out in the sewers. Yet again, trespassing. It's illegal. You're not supposed to be down there. Kechizu, I think that insanity or kid laws would apply. But even beyond that, Higuruma, beats him to death with a hammer, which would be sad as fuck. But true, that's what would happen. Yeah, all right. Let's beat him to death with hammers. That's what would happen to poor little Kechizu. But yeah, Junpei poisoned a student. Did he? True. Okay, I'll take that. I know, I'm just saying from a legal perspective. I get you. Higuruma requires you to have at least a law degree to talk about his power. Yeah, but that's why Kusakabe explains it more than him. Bro. I fucking love Kusakabe. That's why I've got a couple videos about him, if you didn't know. My boy, my girl. Also, you might not be able to tell, I love Kusakabe so much that I asked a dude to fucking draw like a little avatar for me to put on screen when I'm editing, and it's just now his hair but green, right? But it's just Kusakabe because he's the goat. Anyway, that one. Talk about do breaking the laws of physics apply. No, you can shit a lot of shit for Takaba. We'll go Takaba then, fuck it. But Junpei obviously gets washed. Pretty funny though. Where's Takaba? Takaba, there he is. Okay, so we'll go recap afterwards. Takaba, okay. Maharaga most certainly wins. It is undoubtable that the entity is lacking any semblance of complete consciousness and is not autonomous in its nature. It's difficult to argue that Maharaga thinks. Can you put a Shikigami on trial? Because it's not just a straight up cursed spirit. It's like a possession in a way. It's not the same as a cursed spirit. It's different. It's not even just autonomy at that point. It's a different entity. It's a weapon, you know. But anyway, Takaba. He fucking then there's euthanasia laws, true. I'm trying to think of shit Takaba's done. He drop kicks someone, breaks some stuff. Like when he drop kicks what's he called? Hazunoki? No, Major was used as a tool. No, Maharaga was used as a tool. I don't fucking know. But anyway, I'm talking about Takaba right now. You could say Kenjaku, like when he shows up in a truck practicing we can get Takaba on practicing medicine without a license. During the Kenjaku fight, he is a doctor. He is pretending to be a doctor. Tries to revive a fish, fucks it up. That's how we got him. That's how we got his bitch ass. We got him on that. Damn fucking straight. Got his ass. Takaba may just take control of the fight before Higuruma can open his domain. He was dressing up for a comedy skit. You don't know that. In the eyes of the law, they see it different. I mean, you could get him on minor assault charges because he assaults Hazunoki immediately. It's not self-defense. He just runs up and drop kicks him. You could say... What else was there? Who else? I mean, he's walking around half naked in front of children. You know, Megumi's like, what, 15, 14, 16? I don't fucking know. He's a fucking anime character. He can be anywhere from 40 to 12. But, like, he's in high school. He's half naked with his nuts hanging out in front of him. Bro. So, we got that. What crimes could I get you on? Fucking stalking Yuro. Hating on Ino too much. Yeah. Why couldn't Kenny just open a domain and nullify the technique if it was so easy? If Takaba was quick enough, some factor may disqualify that factor. I just think Kenjaku was having fun with it, to be honest. Like, he seemed like he was into it. Nah, it's not stalking, we for real married. Bruh, you ain't married, bro. She's 2D, she's not real. Brother, she has black eyes. She has she's a fucking demon, bro. She's got black eyes. Like, look at those fucking pupils. There's nothing there. She's a demon, brother. Also, who was I hating on? Ino. Because I was trying to talk shit saying he could beat Mahito and you weren't jumping on it. You were stalking Mahito. There you go. But anyway, Takaba, there's a couple of laws you could get him on because he's, like, naked in front of children. Whether or not it would, like... Since his curse technique is kind of, like, on and off, if it's in character, it doesn't always immediately activate, like in the case with Kenjaku, you know? He needs to be, like, going for it. Mahito did nothing wrong besides murder hundreds. Murder Junpei. Turn him into a fucking dinosaur. But I feel like Higuruma could prosecute him on a bunch of stuff. Did you or did you not have your nuts hanging out in front of Megumi? Yes, okay. He gets charged with that. He gets charged with assault for dropkicking Hazunoki. He gets charged with... What else? I mean... I don't know, but I feel like, you know... Yeah, but Junpei is an emo, so he's not really a person. Bro, I've got green fucking hair. Who the fuck you think you talking to? What's wrong with being emo, brother? Oh, Iso... Same again, public indecency. Like, he's wearing nothing. In the manga, can the show hit even confiscate the technique? I don't fucking know. You ain't emo, though. Nah, bro, I'm just sick as fuck. Anyway, Iso, have you seen what Iso's wearing in the fucking manga? Like, a lot of people just, like, when they start an anime, or, like, when they start a manga, they'll just carry on from where the anime ended, which is fine, right? But the problem is, when you do that, you miss out on some of the manga-only stuff. And you miss out on the design of Iso in the manga. Like, motherfucker... God damn it, man. Really? KKY. I'm a freak of the week. Like, motherfucker. It's worse on the winking panel, bro. On the winking panel, his ass is out. Hey, yo, what the fuck? Oh, yeah, here we go. He's winking. In the anime, they, like give him, like, black claws, like skin-tight claws on top. Nah, but he's just in front of minors. Like, they're, like, 14, 15, and he's got his ass cheeks out. He's dressed like a stripper. That is a law. Be careful what you show. Bro, it's not my ass that's out, bro. I'm good. But fucking... It's just ridiculous, man. That shit is crazy. Iso is fucking... In the manga, he's just... And the thing is, Iso gets more character development than, like, fucking Todo Nobara. Because, like, Chosho will keep calling back to Iso and Kechizu over and over and over again. And they don't call back to, like, Nanami, Todo, or Nobara ever. So, like, post-death, like, Iso and Kechizu get, like, more screen time than Todo and everyone. It's fucking funny. He's 100% without a doubt a JoJo character. JoJo. I think that pose is probably, like, a specific pose off the top of my head. I'm not sure who. But, Volume 0 Rika... I mean... If she's on her own, can she do a Rika Blast? Let's do Rika under the assumption she can be tried. If we go by all the actions she's committed, she's murdered multiple people. Like, for Yuta. Just because she was, like, you know, they bullied him. She stuffs him into lockers. She destroyed a big fuck-off hole in JJ Tech. You know, she fucking... Like, that shit ain't self-defense, dog. The thing is, do I think... I mean, if she's struggling with Geto, yeah, she's fucking... On her own, she's foddered, bro. Megami. What laws has Megami broke? What the fuck's he done? What's he done? What's Megami done? I have zero idea. What even is confiscated? I mean, cursed energy, I guess. Being a bum. Oh shit, Megami. What's it called? Oh, what's the word when you're just like a fucking... Fuck, what's he called? What's the word? Word for being lazy. It's like a crime. Not lethargy. Landurus. Fuck. Crime. What is it? Is there... fuck. I can't remember. Like, if you're just being lazy in public. Fuck it, I forget the word. Anyway, the Culling Games killings, maybe? I mean, against Reggie, he destroys a house. He doesn't own that house. I don't know. Lackadaisical. Nah, that's not like a law. I mean, he loiters, I guess. That's not the word, though. He helped plan to have a car dropped on a poor old man. True. Reggie was just doing his job. Reggie, he just wanted to show off some of his receipts. Wait, something Maharaga and Shibuya. That's true. He, I mean... What else did he do? He shows up in the Dagon fight. Fucking has Playful Cloud on him. Shouldn't have that on him. But yeah, I think you can get him on the Maharaga charges. It's just, you know, let's say, for example, you just take out Maharaga. Virtue of the fact that just means it's a draw. And Maharaga is already on the list itself. So we don't, like, where is he? I know for a fact, like, Maharaga is here on his own. So we don't even need to fucking, like, you know... We don't even... Like, there's Makara, sorry. Like, detonating a nuke is not self-defense. You fucking shouted at me, and in self-defense, I will use the launch codes. That's not good defense. That's very much true. Hey, he fucking swore at me. Pushes the red button. Like, it's not, you know, it doesn't work. Jinichi, I love how they took they cropped it, so this is him when he's beheaded. This is head Jinichi. He allowed Disaster Sukuna to live in Yuji. I mean, that's not even a law. Neglect, I don't fucking know. Junichi, conspiracy to commit murder, attempted murder, being a dick. There we go. Chozo, I feel like all versions of Chozo get cooked simply due to the fact that Chozo had a whole little self arc, whereas like, you know, he dies as a curse, come back as a human, because he was just killing motherfuckers. He was just killing people. Yes, you could make an argument for the like most recent Chozo being different. Would Megami being possessed count as harboring? No, because as we know, Megami, when put on trial, doesn't count because it's Sukuna's soul. It goes by souls, brother. Goodwill event Megami, same shit. Motherfucker gets washed. Goodwill event Camo. Obviously he gets washed, but I don't know what crimes Camo has done. Camo just seems pretty chill overall. Like, it's so nice having a list that's mostly wins. You have no idea. Like if I fucking pull up like Ino or the Kusakabe ones, it's like, you know, like this was from, we made this list before the Kusakabe chapter. We made, like, me and fucking Jaded like went through on stream before, and like who would win, and it really changes with the Kusakabe fight against Sukuna, but that's what it was like beforehand. And just look, it's like more losses than wins. And then you look at look at this one, fucking beautiful. Kamo agreed to kill Yuji and Goodwill, didn't he? Conspiracy to commit murder. Shit, you're right. He also killed like 30 innocent Shibuya. Yeah. Chozo's killed a fuck ton of people. Kamo, yeah. Big Mekamaru. Where is Mekamaru? Kokichi Muta. Okay, so I feel like that mech is like harboring weapons of mass destruction, to be honest. Because that's just like something you would need a license for that. It seems like it would be like military technology. Like you can't just have something like that. But even if you don't say that, he is like, he's conspiring with a known terrorist organization because he's, you know, trying against JJK. Possible possession of weapon of mass destruction. He just has a nuke that he can just be inside of. It's just a high school project. Yeah, it's just this cool little like nuclear reactor I've been working on. That's you. Get arrested. Like the thing is though, you activate your domain, right? Say Higuruma activates his domain in front of Mekamaru. Does the entire mech get put on trial? Or is it just like take him? Like how the fuck logistically? That domain would look goofy, right? Just because of how huge the fucking mech is. But like obviously he gets put on trial. You know, gets fucked, just gets destroyed. You know. But Absolute Mekamaru is fucking dope though. Finger Bearer, whilst it doesn't have a high level of intelligence, the second one is stronger than the first one, and the second one gets beat by like start of series Megami, so I feel like there's no good argument to make that the Finger Bearer fucking wins. Well, Mahito's sized up right. No, but I mean like Mekamaru, you've got like Yuji on trial, and he's like, you see like this nice dynamic shot of him like in front of Judgeman and Higuruma, but like think about how big the courtroom would have to be just to fit Mekamaru inside, like ultimate Mekamaru, maximum, like absolute Mekamaru. Shit's goofy. Base Yuta, you've got murder, because he did technically kill Yuji, and conspiracy to commit murder. I think base Yuta gets fucking washed, at least this Yuta. And if you say that, I feel like you could say... I feel like you could, since we think Geto loses too. Also, yes, he does have RCT, but no anti-domain or nothing. Exodia. Fingerbearer shit has joint killing, so it counts under US law, but he's not. He also doesn't have the ability to speak. He's like, it's more of a creature than a human. Doesn't like this one doesn't even have legs really. Like it's sapient, I guess, but it's like looks more like a mermaid than anything. Yorozu? Pardon me. Okay, I think Yorozu wins, to be honest. Sure, you remove her curse technique, but even her without a curse technique is swapping hands with 15 Finger Sukuna. Finger Bearer would look hot as hell as a girl, not gonna lie to y'all. What the fuck is up with you, bro? You could get Yorozu on straight up murder, public indecency, a fray, I guess, because she like grabs like Sukuna out of nowhere. It's not like with the intent of committing harm, but like I guess you could. A fray is basically Say you don't have a fight on the street, right? But it's about to start and you just shove someone. That's a fray. That's not assault. That's a fray. You wouldn't get charged with assault for something like that, right? I guess you could maybe argue a fray. She like hugged him real tight. That's a fray or some shit. But like, it's just she, even without really like a curse technique, when she's just kind of using the liquid metal, none of her armor, she can still like kick. Like she can still land hits on like 15-finger post, like a swimming pool Sukuna. You know, she's not like fodder without her curse technique. It's just her curse technique makes her a lot more stronger. I think Yorozu beats Kashimo, to be honest. Like, Yorozu is fucking busted. Like, her domain is goofy. I still put her around Ryu's level. Yorozu? Fuck no. I'm convicted, get convicted of being a freak. Brother. I don't know. She smokes Ryu. She smokes Ryu. Let me put it like this, okay? Nathan, listen to me. Sukuna, before the fight with Ryu, slashes him once. He takes it, slashes him again, pieces, right? Yes, you could say Yorozu, when she was fighting Sukuna wasn't using his own curse technique. That's true, but he wasn't exactly, you know, like, he took more damage than he did against fucking Jogo. He took more damage than, like Sukuna was taking damage from Yorozu with her armor. And if it wasn't for Maharaga, her domain, like, fucking, like, it's like hollow purple. It erases you. It's busted. I don't think Sukuna was trying that hard. Like, she was that two-shot out of her armor and couldn't dodge piercing blood. But it wasn't just piercing blood, though. It was like the fucking water shit. If you think, like, Ryu and Yorozu is like a pitched battle, I don't know what is up with your head. That shit is fucking... I do not see that shit at all. But the fucking piercing bull. Yeah, but the piercing bull, like, that's the only time we've ever seen it. And the longer it runs, the faster it gets. And the bull's kind of a weird thing, because that's, like, the only time we see it. Yes, that hits her, but these are, like, Shikigami that are buffed by Sukuna wielding them. These aren't just normal Shikigami. Just look at the size of the Nue, right? Sukuna's 10 Shadows and Megami's 10 Shadows are very different. Just look at the Nue that Megami summons and the Nue Sukuna does. Very different. All the Shikigami are buffed just by Sukuna wielding him because of his, like, cursed energy reserve or his, like, just ability with the technique, right? His 10 Shadows are busted, plus he has the Dia to heal himself and shit, right? And Yorozu is putting damage on him, right? Yorozu is fucking fighting him. It's good shit. They should still scale well below Mahito. What? Oh, Maho. It's because it's taking a while to show up on my screen. Well below Maharaga, who scales below Sukuna. Even still, brother, I don't like Ryu's not doing shit to Yorozu, dog. I'm gonna be honest. If we were doing Yorozu instead of Higuruma, Yorozu would win more. Yorozu would win more, in my opinion, because Yorozu was fucking busted. Could Higuruma solve the O.J. Simpson trial? Nah, because apparently an entire team of lawyers couldn't solve that shit. It's impossible. Didn't you see? If the glove doesn't fit, and he literally just puts... Do I have gloves near me? Yeah. What he does is, he, like, puts on the glove so it fits, and then he does, like, this, and then he goes, look, the glove doesn't fit, and he, like, fucks up his hand so that it doesn't fit. He puts it on properly, so that it fits perfectly, but then he goes, like, see? If the glove doesn't fit, you must acquit. It's so fucking dumb. That trial is horrifying. Like, she got damaged by the elephant. A Sukuna buffed elephant, brother. I don't know. I don't see it. Like, Ryu took, like a slash that Sukuna clearly wasn't even going all out with. How big was it? I don't fucking remember. I don't even remember the fucking page. Sukuna is a big elephant man. I mean, have you seen it where he shoots the piercing water from it? He loves that fucking elephant. Anyway, I feel like we've... Wait, is the music just full on stopped? Piece of shit. Right. We'll just move on to the next one. I personally think Yorozu dicks him down, but maybe that's just me, right? Let's get a couple of the easy ones out of the way. Three Finger Sukuna, yeah. Washed. Getting destroyed. I mean, no, wrong one. Sorry, wrong one. We know Sukuna needed to make physical contact to deal lethal damage against Ryu. Hmm. Okay, but I just don't. Okay. Yorozu opens domain, erases Ryu. Like, fucking Ryu scales to Yuta, maybe holding back, you could argue, because of the three-way deadlock, and Yuta doesn't want to kill them because he wants their points. And that Yuta is like, I don't know. I'm trying to think of how I can, like, how Yorozu would scale to him. I don't fucking know. Like a black hole logic where the smaller one can be heavier. Either way, I feel like we're getting a hold of one with Yorozu. We're trying to talk about fucking Higuruma and we're just jumping around. Anyway, Charles. I don't fucking know. Just trying to get physical relativity. It's hard though, because Ryu only fights Yuta and then gets like two-tapped. Like literally two-tapped by Sukuna. And that Sukuna then goes on to fight Yorozu. And doesn't just do the same thing immediately. Yes, I know it's because he wants to weaken Megami's soul. But do you think, like, a Sukuna who's like, you know, he is trying to, like, fight Yorozu. He's obviously not going all out, but he's putting in more effort than he did against fucking Ryu. I don't know. I don't see any argument where, like, Ryu beats Yorozu, to be honest. It's hard to, like, get a relativity to it, but I don't see that shit at all. Nue, unironically, you can't put it on trial, so you can't one-tap it. And it was able to, like, damage Takaba. It was able to damage everyone on the battlefield. So I guess he could just fly and zap everyone. I think Higuruma loses. Sorry, fella. No. What the fuck? Y'all think Charles is top 1,000? I think people underrate Charles, to be honest. Pardon me. I think he loses, obviously, right? I think he does loses. We'll do Agito next, I guess. But, like, can you put Agito on trial? It doesn't seem to have an IQ. I don't know. I don't know about that one. It's significantly weaker than Maharaga, but I don't fucking know. Anyway, Charles, even if he, like, gets future sight, this is a weird idea, right? Say, for example, Higuruma starts a fight with someone, and he's not used his domain yet, and they attack him, and they get a couple, but he's Japanese French, not Japanese British. It irritated me when I found out he wasn't British. I'm gonna be honest. He's French. He's not British. But say, for example, Higuruma fights Charles, and the fight starts off, Charles slashes him a couple times. But then Higuruma activates his domain. Does the damage done to him count as assault charges or, like, assault with a deadly weapon? Like, say, for example, you deal damage to Higuruma, can he then get you on those charges? You could argue the reason he doesn't do that with Sukuna is because Sukuna's committed much worse crimes, like all the Shibuya stuff. So it's not necessary to, like, also pile on assault charges on top, because he's going to get deadly sentences anyway. I feel like Agito does it well because she doesn't get much love. Because she's fucking stupid. Depends on who started the fight. Shit. Is it self-defense? No, but you can't argue self-defense if it's with a deadly weapon, can you? Like, if it's just with a fucking sword that you summon as a curse technique, I don't know if that you would count that as self-defense, because you're going in for the kill, not self-defense anymore. Yes, you can, like, accidentally kill him self-defense, but I don't know. That's just, like, actual lawyer shit. I don't fucking know. Agito, I don't fucking know. Agito scales weird. Both are using deadly weapons, so maybe. Agito is, like, I don't know what that. I genuinely have no fucking idea. I have genuinely no fucking clue. Yes, you can. If someone starts a fight, you can't predict what other person intends. They might kill you, so you're not liable. Fair enough. Perfect preparation gets fucked, personally, because that's before the Naoya stuff. But then Monster Maki, I don't know. Because that's the Maki that's like fucking up now, yeah? If someone starts a fight, you can't predict it. Agito's stronger than Noah, and Noah's part of Agito. It's more humanoid, and does it have an IQ? I don't fucking know. I'll put it there for now. Higuruma vs. Boros. Why do you like Boros so much, brother? Why the fuck? You always bring up Boros. I don't understand. Oh, Flying Red Scale Stack told you. Choso put him there. Law output Sukuna. I mean, it's still Sukuna. Kusakabe. What the fuck laws is Kusakabe broken? No comment. Fair enough. What could you get Kusakabe on? I think the most you could say is, oh, but who wins in your opinion? Boros, dude. He punches the fucking earth. Boros is his secret husband. Nah, he's got Uro. He doesn't need a husband. The fucking holy shit. Jesus Christ. He's got his trench coat. Maybe he's a flasher. No, because you can see the suit underneath. Do not disrespect my man like that. Do not disrespect my fucking boy. Look at him. He's beautiful. Look at this guy. Look at him. Fucking come off. Can I just? Fucking just undock it. There we go. Look at this. Can you not fucking scroll up? Whatever. My boy. Look at him. He's majestic. Oh. But I can't think of an actual law. You could just say, oh, he carries around a sword. Yeah, but since he's also a teacher, you could argue maybe he's a kendo teacher or something. I don't fucking know. I feel like you'd struggle with that one. It will be a very, very, very... It would be such an insignificant law. I don't know, but I mean, if you can get Yuji on going into the fucking pachinko parlor, I don't know. I have no idea. Higgy vs. Judge Maharaga. Maharaga says in front of Judge Man, did you not hear? Sukuna said, on God, Your Honor, you can't prosecute him now. Anyway, I think Kusakabe, I can't think of a viable law you could get Kusakabe on. And if that's the case, he's kind of like Nanami. But the thing with Kusakabe is he is significantly stronger than Nanami. So I would argue, Kusakabe probably fucks him. Don't think I'm being biased here. But beyond carrying a sword, like, is that really, like, punishable? Carrying around a deadly weapon? Nah, that said Judge Maharaga. Yeah, but where are they on like a battlefield? Because every time we see Kusakabe, it doesn't mean he's carrying his sword like a concealed carry, Like, we don't see him, like, when he's outside, like, training, or, like, outside, like, just doing his daily life. We don't see that. We don't see like, for example, when we see him with his sister in the Yaga flashback, he hasn't got his sword. So it's fair to say when he's not, like, doing anything, like, jujutsu related, he doesn't have his sword on him, which I'd say is, doesn't break the laws. There's tons of little laws the police don't enforce, yes, but Judge Man does. That's the thing. Dagon ate a lot of people. So, I think Dagon gets a bit smushed. I love Dagon, though. He's my favourite disaster cast. I think he's downplayed a lot. I think he's dope. Uraume, let me put it like this. I think there's a reason Uraume is fighting Hikari and not Higuruma. Maybe it's because the plan that they had for fucking, Sukuna relied on Higuruma a bit, and it changed, but, that's my joint, Judge Man Wood. That's my point, Judge Man Wood. Fucking hell. I swear I'm dyslexic, Jesus. I feel like, yeah. I don't know. Obviously, Uraume, you get on cannibalism charges, cooking humans. Urahime is like, not Urahime. Uraume, fucking, you can argue, I guess. Utahime, funnily enough, maybe you could argue drunk and disorderly. Yeah, it's crazy how Dagon in the reincarnation. Fuck off, bro. Did you see when Rico was at the aquarium and looked at fish? That must mean she's Dagon, right? Oh, did you see how Dagon sometimes wore white? And Rico also, that means she is Dagon, right? Shut the fuck up. She's not a shut the fuck up. I hate that fucking theory so much. It's so fucking stupid. I hate it, bro. I hate it. It's so fucking stupid, dude. And I just put all the versions of fucking Sukuna there. Like, you know, it's like, you know, it's not. There's not much to say. It's just fucking stupid. You know, you can put all the Gojos here, to be honest, because, you know, at the end of the day, it's still Gojo. Even if you take away Limitless, I feel like, you know, Black flashes him to the chest, instantly kills him. Like, from Gojo, anyway. I don't know. Mahito, if we go by the laws that we set earlier, where we say, you know, we can prosecute Mahito, Mahito gets fucking smoked. Because, like, there's no, I don't think you could say there's an argument for Mahito. Yes, oh, you can't damage his soul. No, you just insta-kill him instead. Like, you can't heal your body from an instant kill, right? Like, you can't do that. That's not how it works. Hanami, she's attacking minors, you know. Well, maybe 0.2 second. Yeah, sure, you could argue that. Higuruma doesn't have anti-domain as far as we're aware. But that's all Mahito has. That it can be argued, right? So that cuts off, you know, the pre-domain, like, without a doubt, dead. You can say 0.2. That took Toro's arm. Granted, he had simple domain, but that's like his only method. If he doesn't do 0.2, he loses. But as we saw, that wasn't like his method when fighting Toro and Yuji. I don't fucking know. I feel like with Higuruma, it just seems a lot more viable. It's just 0.2 is like the only way Mahito wins. Joke will be like, yeah, I did that. Question is, does he still split Blitz Higgy? Doubt it, to be honest. I don't know. I've said that. What if I put Jogo? Where is Jogo? Am I blind? There's Jogo smoking a fat fucking pipe. Okay, Utahime, drunk and disorderly, and she's still like semi-grade 1, or like grade 2, well, she's a teacher, which is fucking dog shit. Jogo, I mean, I'm trying to think of anyone else who, like, Maki survives him, getting burnt, like a weakened, like, twin post-Dagon fight. Maki survives a fucking disaster flame. Obviously, he wasn't trying to fucking destroy her, but, like, he survives it. Now we know what crimes could Higgy catch him on. Drunk and disorderly. When he shows up in Shibuya, he's already drinking in public. I know the Japanese justice system doesn't, you know, if you go around at night in Japan, you will just see drunken businessmen everywhere, but it is still technically a crime, right? Technically. But, like, he's just sat there drinking, he's just drinking from his gourd. You know, he's not drinking this early because he was doing it in his own private time. No, but he's still drinking in public. He's still drinking in public, like, outside. Like, he's not just drinking his own. It's not his fault, duty called. It's not his fault that a fucking pint of soothing Newcastle brown ale was just calling him. That's a very British fucking reference to make. It's not his fault a fucking, I don't know, a blue ribbon, that's an American one, right? A beautiful blue ribbon can was calling his name. It's not his fault. I don't know any Japanese beer. I don't fucking know. 16 fingers is going to, like, yeah, flame arrow. Fuck him. You know, Gojo. Curse now, yeah. I mean, yeah, I still think Curse now you would win. Sake. He's just got start the Yuji gauntlet. This is the Yuji, you can tell from the arms, where after the Black Flash barrage, he has both curse techniques active plus simple domain. He has committed cannibalism. We can say that because he has ate his brothers. Okay, Higuruma, all that happened was I slipped while projection sorcery. It's like that fucking clip where someone calls into a fucking show. He's like, oh, fuck, I forget it. That doesn't matter. It's like, I fell and shawarma fell in my mouth. That fucking clip from years ago. Would it take both CTs? No, it would just take one. Because if it was going to take both CTs, Sukuna would have lost his CT and the Curse Tool CT, but he didn't. He only lost the CT, the Curse Tool. So it's fair to say when Confiscation is active, it will only take one Curse Technique, not two. What determines which Curse Technique is taken, I have no clue. But I imagine it would only take one. I think Drew would get Dick down pretty fucking easy. This version, 120% Itadori, obviously, like, you know, that version of Yuji loses to current Higuruma. Yuki Tsukumo convincing someone to commit mass genocide. Yeah. It was a Muslim religious podcast during Ramadan. Is the clip you're thinking of? Like, he slipped in a full. He's like, yeah, what if I fell and shawarma fell in my mouth and 2 apples and half a liter of water? It's funny. It's a funny clip. Yeah, if Cursia, this one still speed blitzes a version of Maki, so no domain Dagon. Nope. Todo smoked. Angel. I mean, what the fuck has Angel done? Should I keep fasting or did Allah feed me? It's a funny clip, man. I mean, I think Angel loses, obviously, but I don't know what the fuck crime she's committed. She damaged the area around Sukuna. I think this Rika loses. Because, I mean, if JJK0 Rika loses, like Sendai Rika loses because she's put minors in risk of danger. True. Shinjuku Yuta beats him. Sendai Yuta? Probably. Maybe. I don't know. It's kind of weird. How much stronger did this... I mean, they say... If I'm saying that fucking Ryu and Uro lose, does Yuta lose? I don't fucking know. It's because of the physical feats. I don't fucking know, dude. Jacob Zada doesn't do anything. Angel fumbled the bag so hard it should be a crime. Yeah, because Gege said, oh no, she also happens to love Megumi. So the tattoos disappear. So yeah, that's fine. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Yuta loses his katana. It's not imbued with a curse technique. It's just like a vessel, pretty much. Kenjaku probably smokes him. Though Kenjaku's committed God fuck knows how many crimes. He just loses like a curse technique, so he would lose anti-gravity or some shit. Like he would lose. What happens if he lost curse technique manipulation, like curse spirit manipulation? Does like all the spirits he was controlling get released immediately or something? Or do they just get removed? Like they just go gone. Like what the fuck happens? You know, Maharaga. Reggie attacking a miner. Like, come on, brother. Yuki! Don't know. What if Kenny's base technique gets removed? That's a funny idea. He just like, confiscation! Takes the brain. Judge Man just grows arms, takes the brain out and throws it on the fucking floor. Eight-handed sword, divergent, General Maharaga. Shinjuku Itadori. Cannibalism. He can't use piercing blood on his own. He still has a simple domain, and we don't know how that would interact. It would get rid of its sure hit effect, but since fucking, you know, Sukuna didn't activate Wicker Basket, does that mean that, you know, since isn't Wicker Basket made to get rid of the sure hit effect? Does that mean the sword, if he activated it, wouldn't have killed him? I don't fucking know. I don't know. But I feel like this Yuji and this Yuji are two separate fucking beasts, to be honest. But at the same time, I don't fucking know. I feel like I've been talking about him for that long. I'm kind of all over the place. Not doing anything in the face of danger. She sat there and did nothing in Julia. She's just being a bystander. That's not a crime, I guess. I mean, I guess. I mean, you can't really put it on trial, but I don't know. That's such a weird one to think about, to be honest. The fucking smallpox deity. I think Yuki fucking decks him. She just makes a black hole. Smallpox evaded judgment too long. The issue is she has the ability to help in Shibuya, but didn't. That doesn't matter. In the eyes of the law, it's like nothing. Like, it's like negligence. If it's not your literal job to do something, if it's not her literal job description, it's not her duty, you know? If I go down the street and I see someone being hit by a car, and I just walk away, and I had nothing to do with the crime, nothing. That doesn't mean anything. I wouldn't be put on trial for anything. I'd just be a dick. But, you know, does Yuki count as law enforcement since you... I don't know. You confiscate her technique. She's still fucking like raw dogging people. She's like punching Kenjaku in the face. Could have sworn it was a type of crime at a certain extent. Could be wrong. I mean, it would be like negligence or like it wouldn't be anything major. Like you could just argue, like, say for example, you're arguing for Angel, and you say she was endangering people. You could just say to call her, I was in shock. I just, I was in a hurry. Blah blah blah. I don't fucking know. But yeah, I think that's everything actually. I guess, yeah. This probably doesn't stand up to scrutiny, to be honest. But, It's like if you see someone bleeding out in a hallway and do nothing, then it's a crime. But what would the crime be? If found guilty of negligence, she still loses her curse technique, so could still lose. I guess, but it's like, I don't know. Personally, I don't know. Either way, Angel gets fucking dick down without Jacob's ladder. Like, fuck Angel, bro. She sucks. Yeah. It's nice to see a list that isn't just fat L's for once. It's nice. It's nice, dude. And the fact that I think Kusakabe might win is dope. Good amount of wins this time. Yeah, it's not one-sided to shit. But I feel like since we put Jogo here, I feel like Jogo would probably lose, to be honest. Because, like, fucking just awakened Maki is kind of like, I don't fucking know. I feel like Jogo would probably lose. If Yuki wins on physicals alone, then so does Yuta. I don't know though, but I don't know what crimes you could act like. Negligence isn't like criminal negligence. Like it wouldn't be conviction. Like it wouldn't. I don't know what the fuck you actually get her on. Like, oh, she didn't act on Geto. She didn't like stop Geto. It's like, no. Like when fucking, if like you don't arrest like friends and family members of like terrorist group, like you don't. I don't know. This is a Gege manga, and she's a woman. She would get convicted. No, she'd just get forgotten about. That's the real power of Gege. I mean, how many women on here besides Maki do anything of fucking note? Mai is Zangetsu now. Let's go through. Mai is a sword. Momo's forgotten. Yoro is missing. Meme is watching. She's streaming. Nobara is a fucking. Who knows? What the fuck's Kirara doing? I don't fucking know. She's just watching. Freaking. Utahime, she just did the fucking dance. Angel sucks. One more thing, Higgy states losing your CT disrupts your control, energy control. Yeah, imagine. Like, imagine if you just completely, like, this is a weird way to describe it, but imagine if I take your hands. Or, like, I take one hand and I take one foot. You'd be able to, like, fucking walk, technically. But, like, you'd still have to. I've took away something that you've had for your entire life, and now you have to just immediately learn how to live without them all of a sudden for as long as you're still in the fight. It's obviously not like it's very different from that, but it's like you take my hands on, you won't be able to let go of them. What the fuck's that even mean? Might have just allowed for some ones. You could probably get a couple more. It's just domain bullshit. Fucking. It's just domain bullshit. It comes down to a lot. I feel like this doesn't stand scrutiny. I feel like a couple more wins could go Higuruma's way if I had like a power scaler sat next to me or on call with me. But fuck knows. We'll figure it out at some point. Now, what I'll probably do, I don't know. I might stream. I don't think I'll stream tomorrow, but I think I'm off work tomorrow still because there's a bank holiday, which is a thing in England. But I might do Mahito next time, just because that's the way the polls went. I did a poll. The right hand in specific. Why are you just talking about your hands, bro? What the fuck? But I did the poll, didn't I? To see who people wanted me to talk about. And apparently people wanted Higuruma, and the second one above that was Mahito, so I might do Mahito next. Especially after Yuro comes back. She might, and so might Todo and Nobara. We don't know. We really don't at this point, but right, I'll say my thank yous and then I'll fuck off. Okay. Oh my god. This has been. Let me just refresh this. Holy shit. Honestly, Euro and Mahito fight would go crazy. Oh, Euro would probably smoke him. Hanami was on the poll. Will we get a Hanami stream at some point? Why? I do not get the Hanami obsession, dog. Maybe, but there'll be a lot of L's for Hanami if I'm honest. Right, thank you, Nathan, Jaquan. I don't know how to pronounce that, dog. I don't fucking know. Who else was there? I think there was. I'm trying to just. I'll scroll up this one then, because this one has all the chats. Nathan, Jaquan. What else is the bin? Some random diamond, thank you. Kaze guy, thank you. She face tank no. I don't care. Favorite disaster guess. Fair enough. Throat. Okay, you're just being fucking horny, charming. I think. Thank you, Eternal Flame. Thank you to Tariq. I think there was a couple more people at the beginning, but it won't let me scroll up any higher. So, apologies, but thank you to everyone for watching. A couple of people turn out to actually watch these VODs. Like, I didn't realize this before. But if I go on my fucking, like, on my studio thingamajiggy. I go on content. And I go on live. Kind of few people, like, watch the VODs. Which was surprising to me. So, you know. See you next stream, I guess. Yeah. Hopefully I will, but like, a couple of people watch the VODs, which is nice. Anyway, I'm out of this bitch. Thank you all for watching. And I could climb that tree. Jesus Christ, you're a horny bastard. Anyway.